It's a beautiful day, the sun is out, the birds are singing, and our romantic swain is walking jauntily down the path to his girlfriend's house. She lives in a picturesque cottage, and he walks up the driveway, steps onto the porch, and rings the doorbell, and straightens his tie in expectation of seeing his beloved. The door opens slowly, and she doesn't seem all that glad to see him. And we notice that she is wearing only a tiny negligee and sort of hiding behind the door a bit. He cranes his neck to see what's going on in the living room, and she glances back furtively at the big stud smoking a cigar in his boxer shorts. And the realization sinks into our cuckolded Romeo. So he goes home and eats the entire box of chocolates by himself. First, we see a creepy old mansion on the misty moors of Scotland. Inside, we find the great detective himself, Sherlock Holmes, with his trusted colleague, Dr. Watson. Holmes is investigating some kind of mysterious crime which has occurred there. Using his magnifying glass to inspect a mantelpiece, while Watson is talking about this and that, he leans up against a wall, and the wall creaks open and swings around and deposits him in an adjacent room, a secret room. And the intrepid Watson goes off into the darkness with his candle, and he comes upon a large something or other, and he follows it all the way up to the face of the Frankenstein monster, which lurches forward. Watson drops his candle and runs back to the wall, and he furiously tries to find the mechanism that opens the wall, and the monster is coming closer and closer. The suspense is killing me, and at the last possible instant, Watson swings around, and he's back in the same room with Holmes again. And he runs up to Holmes, and he tells him about the secret room, and he tells them how the wall revolves around. And of course, Holmes is very skeptical, but he uses his analytical powers to try to find the mechanism, and sure enough, they swing around, but the monster swings around too, and he lumbers off into the room, and Watson is saying, "He was real, Holmes, as real as your eye, I tell you." And naturally, Holmes isn't buying it. We see a sign on a door that says conference room. A hand on the door opens it, and some very straight-looking office workers file in, and they're seating themselves at a conference table. And among them is a hippie-looking type guy, and they all kind of look askance at him because they're very straight-laced. And they seat themselves at the table. The executives, they kind of make fun of the fact that, what's he doing here? And they're all facing the door where the CEO is going to come out and join them and lead the meeting. And they look expectantly as the door opens, and out comes the boss. And they're kind of astonished. The boss walks in front of the table. He approaches, and the camera pans up, and lo and behold, the boss is a hippie guy too. So the other executives look at the first hippie guy, and he throws his hippie boss the peace sign. And the hippie boss gives him the power to the people sign. Turn your eyes around, look at yourself, look at yourself.